So InsurTech for Engle Martin really started 5 years ago. It was a big wave of underwriting and investment into that space. And we saw that as hey, claims is on the roadmap. We knew it was coming. So we took advantage of it. We said, how do we position ourselves? How do we come up with good strategies around technology, whether we buy, whether we build, or if we want to partner with somebody. So we really looked at it as an opportunity. And to manifest itself here, that requires you to build teams. You got to have people that can, within a nimble, agile manner, create the needs of the functionality for your end users and for your customers. So we did that. We took advantage of it from a people and culture perspective, but also a competitive advantage for a long term here. Big pieces for us are obviously claims handling, so we don't want to focus on things that are not our core. But at our core, we really want to look at the customer experience and look at the end user and say, how do we take what's out in the market, leverage it, and how do we build what we know we can scale for ourselves? So it's all about teams, it's all about people, but at the end of it, it really comes down to our customer and making sure that experience is right. So what we do is we make sure we have teams that are dedicated for working on the now, but also make sure we understand and coordinate with our future tech of how do we build processes that are sustainable. So we're heavily involved, not just IT in a closet, but IT working with the business to define what those priorities are and where we can gain efficiencies. So then we bring the technology to the table that we feel will solve those needs. And again, partner with the business at a very customer experience end user level, so that we have real feedback from the adjusters of what they need and what can really impact the industry the way it should. At the end of the day, you've got policyholders, people who have had a loss, and our job as Engle Martin and as adjusters is to fulfill that need and take care of them as quickly as possible with the highest quality as possible. Technology has a big play in that in almost every aspect, and we want to make sure, again, we're heavily focused on what that means for them and what that means for the carrier. The carrier has a responsibility to get that check into that business owner's hands so that they can continue to operate the way they need to. And our job is to use technology in the most effective and efficient ways to make that happen. Truly being innovative and truly disrupting is something we have an opportunity to do, but we have to be very data-driven of what we do. We look at things from an analytics perspective. What have we seen? What do we understand from a pattern? And be able to see what can be innovated on and what can be automated. Automation and integration is huge in our industry, whether it be with the customer directly or automating a process that we have. So we look at all areas of innovation as potential for process efficiencies, but also for disrupting the market as a whole. We see a lot of opportunities in the far future of artificial intelligence and things that people see are shiny objects. But for us, it's really looking at the now and how do we capture data faster in real time and provide that back to our customers in that same amount of time. Quality can't be sacrificed. Customer satisfaction is still number one for Engle Martin, but how do you do that in a way that you're balancing and using the latest and greatest technology is what we're all about. I've seen a lot of new fun ways of capturing information through either Google Glass or products that may have failed in the past, but really when we look at what's in our pocket is a huge opportunity around sensing and measuring devices, and being able to leverage those at scale is something Engle Martin knows is going to be part of the future.